Welcome to my new video. Today I will tell you the news about Queen Sofia and Leo XIV meeting. On his third day in Madrid, Leo XIV began by making history, becoming the first leader of the Catholic Church to address the Congress of Deputies. In the afternoon, Queen Sofia made history with her meeting with the Pope, the seventh pontiff she has met. The mother of King Felipe VI, who continues to maintain a busy official schedule 12 years after her son's proclamation, participated in two events, first a private family gathering, and then a public one. Queen Sofia, who converted to Catholicism to marry King Juan Carlos I, she was an Orthodox Christian, had a brief audience with Pope Leo XIV at the Apostolic Nunciature, where she is staying during her visit to the capital. She traveled to number 46, Pio 12 Avenue accompanied by her daughters and three of her grandchildren, Infantas Elena and Cristina, Victoria Federica, Pablo, and Miguel Urdangarin. All five, along with their partners, attended the large mass celebrated by the Pope in Cibeles Square on Sunday. Shortly after 5:30 p.m., Queen Sofia left the Holy See's embassy in Spain. Minutes later, Pope Leo XIV left, having also met with victims of sexual abuse within the Church at the Apostolic Nunciature that day. At 6:05 p.m., the Pope arrived at the Almudena Cathedral, whose surroundings were filled with the faithful who wished to express their affection. Queen Sofia greeted His Holiness with a curtsy at the side entrance of the cathedral, the one facing Plaza de la Armeria, which is only opened on special occasions like this. They entered together for the prayer and homage to the Virgin, an act full of symbolism and solemnity, attended by 2,000 people and broadcast live at the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium, the next stop on the tour of King Leo XIV. The religious ceremony, lasting just over half an hour, included a significant moment. Pope Leo XIV bestowed the Golden Rose upon the patron saint of Madrid, an emblem created in the 11th century that symbolizes honor, recognition, and closeness. For the occasion, the pedestal that normally sits at the Virgin's feet in her niche was removed, and a new column was erected, topped with a silver centerpiece for Leo XIV to place the Golden Rose, the Archdiocese of Madrid reported. Before leaving the cathedral, Queen Sofia bid him farewell with a bow and by kissing the fisherman's ring. Once outside, he boarded the popemobile to travel to the Bernabéu Stadium, passing along Balin Street, Mayor Street, Puerta del Sol, Carrera de San Jerónimo, Plaza de las Cortes, Plaza de Canovas del Castillo, Felipe IV Street, Alfonso XII Street, Plaza de la Independencia, Alcalá Street, Príncipe de Vergara Street, Concha Espina Street, and Plaza de los Sagrados Corazones. Queen Sofia opted for a suit for her meeting with the Pope, a look designed by Alejandro de Miguel, in which the jacket features lace trim. In doing so, she exercised the privilege of wearing white. This is a Vatican protocol tradition that allows several women to wear white as a sign of deference and respect to Catholic monarchies, as well as symbolizing purity, innocence, and peace. Currently, in addition to Queen Sofia and Queen Letizia, this privilege is also extended to Queens Mathilde and Paula of Belgium, Charlene of Monaco, and Maria Theresa and Grand Duchess Stephanie of Luxembourg. We have to go back more than 6 decades to find the first meeting between Queen Sofia and a bishop of Rome. It was in 1962, during her honeymoon, when she and King Juan Carlos had an audience with John XXII. The second pope she met was Paul VI, who received her at the Vatican in a meeting where she exercised her right to wear white for the first time. Just a year later, in 1978, she participated in the events that marked the beginning of the pontificate of John Paul I, with whom she subsequently had several audiences. He met Benedict XVI at the Mass inaugurating his pontificate and received him in Spain in 2006 and 2010. He also met with his successor, Pope Francis, who died on April 21, 2025. After his visit to La Almudena Cathedral, Pope Leo XIV has another highly anticipated event, the grand gathering with the diocesan community at the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium, a ceremony in which Patricia Pardo and Christian Galvez will serve as masters of ceremonies. On Tuesday morning, he will meet with volunteers at IFEMA, his farewell to the capital before heading to Barcelona, where he will offer a prayer at the Cathedral of the Holy Cross and St. Eulalia and a prayer vigil at the Luis Company's Olympic Stadium. On Wednesday, his last day in Barcelona, he will visit the Monastery of Montserrat, attend a social gathering at the Church of St. Augustine, and attend Mass at the Sagrada Familia. On Thursday and Friday, he will be in the Canary Islands, the first time a pope has visited the islands. In Gran Canaria, he will meet with those involved in welcoming migrants at the port of Arguineguin, with the church community at the Cathedral of Santa Ana, and celebrate Mass at the stadium. His second stop will be Tenerife, where he will visit a detention center, the Plaza del Cristo in La Laguna, and celebrate Mass at the port of Santa Cruz. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be grateful for every like, comment, and especially subscription.